Welcome guys to the Microsoft Excel tutorial series. In this video we are going to talk about Microsoft Excel basics and its introduction, and we'll first open Microsoft Excel and then talk about it further. So as soon as you open Microsoft Excel, you see a welcome page like this. So here you can take, similar like Microsoft Word, you can use certain templates which are built in here. What kind of Excel sheet you want a calendar, academic calendar, inventory list, or expenses calculator, something like that, family budget. And if you don't want any template, you can just take a blank workbook. So we'll take a blank workbook at the moment and work with it ourselves. So a blank workbook appears like this. So Excel is very handy tool for the worksheets and working with a lot of data and like statistical or data or numbers, and you can make very pretty sheets and do analysis, draw graphs, and do a lot of stuff with Microsoft Excel. I mean, it comes in a really handy tool in your research as well. So first we'll just have an introduction today with Microsoft Excel. I'm actually quite sick, but I'm trying to finish up these videos as soon as possible. So forgive me if the voice is not okay. So the first thing we'll study is we'll just have a little introduction of different parts of Microsoft Excel, and then we'll talk about this home tab and its different menus. So the first thing is, what is this one box in Microsoft Excel in which you click something and you just write down something? So that's called a cell. So this is a Microsoft Excel cell. So whenever I ask you, I tell you, or I talk about a cell, you guys understand that this one box is a cell. So these are a lot of cells in Microsoft Excel. And then another thing, what is a column? So these vertical lines in Microsoft Excel are columns. So this is one column, another column, another column, another column. And then there is another thing, a row. What is a row? So these horizontal lines are called rows. Like this is one row, the other one, other one. So these are all rows, columns, and then this one is a cell. And if you have to select various cells, you just simply like selecting the text in Microsoft Word or other things, just click, drag, and you will select some cells. And then if you want to select a full column, you just need to click on the title of that column. Like Excel is representing the columns with alphabets A, B, C, D. So if you want to select column I, you just take your mouse pointer to I and you will see a black arrow pointing downwards. So when you click that, you will select the whole column. Similarly, if you want to select row number 3, just bring your mouse pointer on 3 and click on it. So it will select the whole row. And if you want to resize a cell, similarly, a column, bring your mouse pointer between two columns and you will see this sign appearing with 2 arrows and 1 line in the middle. So that means now you can resize this column. So just press mouse left button, click. It is showing you width into pixels, and then drag it. You can see that the width is changed now, and this column is bigger. Similarly, you can resize a row by putting the mouse pointer between 2 rows and change its height like this. So if you, and the next thing, another thing, just out of interest, for example, we want something here. We want this column to appear before this column. So what can we do? We can cut a whole column or a whole row. These are similar. So if we want to cut this I and paste it over here before H, we just right click on I. Do remember that you right click on the title, not over here. I mean, then you will be selecting one cell, but if you click here, you will select the whole column, and you right click and cut. And then you want to paste it between G and H. On H, you right click and insert cut cells. You see, we have moved this whole column from here to here. Similarly, you can cut a row and paste it somewhere else. You can insert it above or below another row. So this was about selection and basic introduction of how Microsoft Excel screen looks like. Then there are different menus in Microsoft Excel. First, we'll learn about the file menu and how to save a file or print it or open it. So this is quite important thing. So first, we'll go to save as, or save. So you can save it on OneDrive, this PC, or browse a location. So we'll browse a location and save it on the desktop. Save file name, maybe test Excel document, and then you can save it as Excel workbook or save it as Excel 97 to 2003 workbook. That's a compatible format. Then you can of course save it as a comma separated values, CSV. Different other options: web page, template, Unicode text, and then space delimited only text. You can only save it as a text. This is another only text with tab delimited. I mean, this will be just a text file with tabs between the columns. So you can open it with any text editor, and you can use it in Linux or other softwares which just read text. Or you can also export it as a PDF here. So these are different options. Currently we'll save it as Excel workbook, so we can edit and work with it later on. Click save, and it is saved. So this was very basic thing about Excel, and these are some other menus like home, insert, page layout, formulae, data, review, view, and some other add-ins. So we'll talk about these add-ins later on. The other basic keys like copy paste are same. Control C copy, Control V paste, and Control X cut. So these Control S for save. These are different keys which are standard. So we'll learn about other tabs in the next video, and I'll see you guys later in the next tutorial with some other stuff about Microsoft Excel. Bye bye.